Yo, what's going on YouTube? This your boy Kamen Zero Spike back again once again, and today we're here for Ohsama Sentai King-Ohger episode 40. And a lot happened in this episode. We got the return of Prince. Even if it was for like a little short while, he came back just to come and get Kabutera and help Gira out a little bit. And we see that the rest of everybody are being rushed to Ishibana for treatment, and everybody's like really hurt. Like everybody's like head to toe in bandages and things like that. But it seemed like Gira was fine. It seemed like Gira, you know, he was cooling and everything. We also saw that Reckless was talking to Duck Dead, and he was telling him about this master plan that he has coming up for Shogunam, and something he's gonna really do to Gira. And yeah, so they set up the stage by having a bunch of Bugnarok grunts attack Shogunam, and we see that Duga ends up calling the Ishibana nurses and asking them that, hey, we need help and things like that. And he said, well, they can't come help because they're all beat up and they're all like hurt right now, and no one's physically capable of coming over there. And then, you know, Duga's like, well, at this rate, like Shogunam's gonna be destroyed. We see that Duga is holding his own against a bunch of these Bugnarok, and that's when Gira gets up himself and he goes to Shogunam to help out. When he seems like he's the only one that's able to like get up and fight and things like that. Everybody else is just really hurt until later on. But we see that he goes and he helps Duga take out these Bugnarok grunts, and that's when he's fighting all of them. You see Gira is really hurt. Gira's still kind of hurt, and he's having a hard time fighting these Bugnarok. And that's when Kabutera did make his appearance. He made his appearance earlier because he helped out Duga, but now he's helping out Gira, and he ends up sending out a really loud screech or growl. And when he sends it out into space, we see that the ship that Prince is on gets the signal and rushes over to Earth. Rushes over to Terra. So Gira's still having a hard time. He's having a hard time fighting these guys, and then that's when Prince comes in and saves him. He sees that Prince is Prince there. They end up transforming and having a really good double Red Ranger, taking out the rest of these Bugnarok. And they talk for a while and stuff like that, and they say Gira's like, is your planet doing okay? He said, yeah, we're good. I left it up to my master right now, but I just left to come find Kabutera, and I found him. So now he's heading back to Earth. So he tells Gira, he says, hey, I hope that you'll always and forever be a good tyrant king. And then he leaves, and that's it. Like that's it. Like we had to find a way for Kabutera to get back to them somehow, and I feel like this is a good way to do it. Just to give us one more nice Red Ranger team up, just them, one good nice Red Ranger team up before kind of like end like the series and end like the crossover thing we got going on with them, which is cool. I like seeing the reoccurring crossover thing that they had going on with that Sentai. So yeah, it was dope. So Prince is gone, and with that, everything got kind of worse. So that's when Gira is kind of still like wondering what's going on in Shogunam, and we see that Reckless is talking with Doug, and then that's when they go up. That's when he tells Doug about his plan that he's about to do, and he goes through with that plan of framing Gira and telling everyone that Gira is like a product of basically a product of Duck Dad. And Duck Dad basically says that, yeah, I created him, I'm his mommy and his daddy, I'm the pappy, I created him, but he was created as a tool to help us fight any enemies that we have of Shogunam. But after the defeat of the Bugnarok, he betrayed us, and now he wants to eliminate and exterminate all of humankind and things like that. And just basically saying that Gira is a product of Duck Dead. And Gira starts to go down memory lane, and he starts to realize like how different he is and how like sort of special he is, where he for some reason he was the only one able to get up after the last episode. Like he was the only one that wasn't like, he was the only one that was able to get up and fight. He was also the only one that can like talk to the shoe gods. You know, he's the only one that can understand them and things like that. Like he starts to like kind of believe it to a degree, and all the people in Shogunam, especially Hat Guy, they all believe Raculus and Doug Dad from this little plot, this little scheme that they have going on. Because and also earlier in the episode, we saw that they ended up using not King-Ohger, but ended up using the Gabutera, you know, Megazord with the shoe guys to defeat these other two, you know, to defeat all the Bug and Rock grunts and stuff like that. And it seemed like before then the shoe guys were being like somewhat controlled. It seemed like they were being controlled, but as soon as Gira told them to come on, then, you know, they were right back under his control, and they ended up defeating all of them. So that was kind of weird in itself. They weren't really being controlled by anything. It's just that they were like, well, they were being controlled. They were being controlled at first by Doug to destroy Shogunam and basically basically put on the facade that Gira was like this bad, you know, guy. He was this real tyrant king. He even controls Gira and makes him say this. Like he makes him say that I'll be the one to conquer everything. I'll be the tyrant king and stuff like that. So Gira wants to be like the tyrant king. He wants to be that way, but he doesn't want to be an evil king. Like we know that from how Gira is as a person. But after, you know, we see that Doug ends up calling all of the shoe gods, like all our main shoe gods and the greater guardian spirits, calls all of them and makes them, and God Tarantula, and makes them combine all together and basically gets them to go off and destroy destroy Shogunam, basically going on with the ploy of Gira's, you know, a big traitor. He controls all of them. He wants to destroy everything and kill all of us. So Gira has given up. He's given up. He's on the ground. Like he has no hope or anything like that. He's given up. And the shoe guys themselves, they see this, and while they're in their, you know, King-Ohger form, and they stop themselves. They fight off Doug Dad's control, and then they turn around and then they destroy the giant Bug and Rock that were accompanying it. And you see that the rest of the Rangers hear this, and they all get up. You know, they all the swords start to glow, and they all get up and stuff like that, and they see what the shoe guys are doing. And that's when Gira gets his second wind, and he gets confidence in himself again. And that's when he holds his sword up, and we see that he's ready to get up and start fighting again. And the episode ends off right there with the rest of the team like walking out of Ishibana, getting ready to go to Shogunam and take on whatever Doug Dad has got going for him. So whatever Doug Dad or Raculus got scheming out for him. So episode ends off right there. This episode was great. There wasn't that much fighting in this episode, but the episode, I mean, I feel like it got the action and stuff out of the way, you know, just so we can, you know, start going on with the plot. Because, you know, the whole Prince thing was done very fast. It was done so fast. I kind of felt like Prince should have stayed a little bit longer, but, you know, this isn't his show. You know, this isn't his show. That's not his planet. You know, it's not his, you know, thing to, you know, even Gira tells him like, hey, leave this to us, man. Go on back to your world and do what you gotta do do what you gotta do in your world. So, but yeah, they got all the action and stuff out of the way. Got the cool like crossover stuff out of the way. Gabutera is back with Prince, and yeah, but it was actually pretty dope. I don't know what Raculus's MO is. He also revealed himself, you know, because everybody thought that everybody didn't know he was Raculus, but he revealed himself to the rest of Shogunam. So I don't know how they're gonna feel about that, because they know how Raculus was before. But if he's been pretending to be another person, if he's been, you know, pretending to be someone else, and he was doing the kingdom well, then maybe they might forgive him. I mean, they forgave Gira a lot, you know. So like the people of Shogunam definitely are some wishy-washy freaking people, yo. Like it's just like how, like they hate you, they hate you, and then they love you, and then they hate you again, then they love you again. Like these people are like the most messiest freaking citizens I've ever seen. But hey, that's humans. But I wonder how they're gonna end this, because Doug Dad, he seemed pretty peed off when the King-Ohger Megazord didn't want to listen to him anymore. The shoe guys said, "Nah, screw that, we're not doing that." And yeah, it seems that he's getting to that point. Also, we didn't see any of the other jesters in this episode as well. So if it was mostly just, you know, Doug Dad and Rakulis type of episode, okay, he is a jester now, so it makes sense. But yeah, this episode was cool. I did like how they got the action out the way and just sat there and focused on the plot of what they were trying to do. And next episode seems like it's gonna be awesome. Gonna get a rematch again between Rakulis and Gira, and it looks like from what the next trailer shows, it looks like Rakulis might win. We see that he does end up getting the crown back, so, and he brings back his, you know, gold form. But yeah, we're gonna get that brother rematch. But other than that, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But you guys, let me know down in the comment section below what you guys think of episode 40 of Ohsama Sentai King-Ohger. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and remember, keep watching. Like, you know, there's a video right here recommended to you. Please watch another one, because that's how the algorithm works, and that lets YouTube know that my videos are worth caring about. But other than that, I'm gonna see you guys next time. Make sure to like, share, subscribe. I'm saying it again, and stay henshin.